What's up? Project My Life, May 11th, 2017. Going through a little bit of a, not funk, but down period. Just feeling a little drained. A lot going on at Body. Just came off of the IMBF, Northeast America show promotion weekend, which was awesome, exciting, but draining as well. On top of all the body stuff, running a business, managing a team, collaborating with a team, managing members. We just finally got approved for a bank loan at Body after 7 years. Karen and I, busting our ass from day one with limited money, limited capital. We got denied from 3 different banks just this year, 2017 alone, not to mention, a half dozen other times over the past 6 years. We've grown a lot. We tripled our overhead, we tripled our payroll, more employees, more staff, more coaches. In 2014, we opened up a bigger studio, and at the end of 2016, we opened up a yoga studio. We got over the 3-year hump, we got over the 5-year hump, and now we're approaching 7 years. Finally, we were able to prove ourselves to a bank to the point where they pretty much said, we believe in you. Here's, $50K. Do some stuff with it. Increase your business. Put some more money into marketing, and continue with what you're doing. So that's huge. Our numbers have gone up every month, and year to date, we're up, 3% from last year, and it's been climbing up ever since we started. But it's it's a constant hustle. It's a constant hustle. So that was a big deal this year, and ironically, it happened just after, we had our landlord, give us a notice, and say, heads up, you defaulted here, and here, and here's a warning. When you get that, that's life-changing, At the same time, a month later, we get this loan from the bank. So it's been an emotional roller coaster over at Body, and just like day one with Project My Life, I've always been very, very honest and transparent, and I give it to you. More like a documentary for me to look back on and see it and see the progress. So it leads me to my next thought process, and Project My Life. It needs to be resurrected, it needs to be continued, it needs to be documented, and I am inspired to put effort into it, making a nice movie of it, and telling the whole story, what Project My Life is to me, and what it's become for the many other people that I've come in contact with. More so past 6 years since we opened up Body. Great little community, and everybody has a story, everybody has a project. So I've done a few and linked up with a few, interviewed a few. I have a few Project My Life stories out there, but I really want to wrap up the whole thing, so it's a movie. The Project My Life movie, the documentary, is going to be taking us back to when I first started just documenting, and into my MTV appearances, and then out of that, and what I did after that, creating a business, and now inspiring other people to not only get to their best self, their best quality of life, but also inspire others to do the same. So people get motivated, they get inspired when they're able to share their story, and it keeps them motivated. I know it helps me anyway, by telling you guys my down areas, or my highlights, or my when I share these things, it forces me and puts me in a place where I have to push myself. But what I mean by that is just at times in my life, I just bring it down a little bit and kind of like drop my head down and just kind of observe my life, reflect where I'm going, what I want to do, who I want to become, what I want my life to look like. Because it all starts with the mind and your vision, and you train yourself to act upon everything that is needed to get you to that point. I'm at that point now where I'm kind of like head down low, just observing, taking a deep breath, trying to regenerate, you know, and figure out what my next move is and my next priority is. Gary Vee says you gotta break the pattern. You gotta create something different. You gotta do something different. You gotta shake it up. You gotta keep moving. You gotta find something that you're drawn to, and it usually always 99.9% of the time, maybe 100% of the time, it's something that makes you happy. It's something that makes you wake up in the morning for. And honestly, that is, to me, storytelling and fitness, bodybuilding, and learning about people, getting to know people, and figuring out what makes them tick. And that ties into Project My Life, because it's all about learning about people and getting them to figure out where they're at and what they want to become. So you see how it started with me and this concept, and now it's leading into all these other lives and people that I'm getting to know, and I'm surrounding myself with in the body community, and abroad, and you know, globally. Which is why I want to do this travel. I want to go out, and I want to meet these people. I just recently started getting more involved with social media. It takes a constant hustle, and oftentimes I don't want to get the fucking camera up. I see these Instagram guys and girls and people in the industry that I'm, you know, a big part of, is bodybuilding and fitness training, and have, you know, 1 million followers or 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and, you know, hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram, and big, you know, they get a lot of likes, you know, they get a lot of, you know, interaction with their fans or their followers, and they have products that they're selling, and they have things that they're doing. The biggest thing I've done was create body, but I never really, you know, got involved with, you know, aggressively involved with creating content on a regular basis, or, you know, putting stuff out there, or creating sellable products to the masses. It was always building a community, and I would trickle into it, you know, but I never wanted to follow anybody, because I really didn't give a shit what they were doing. I just kind of wanted everybody just to know what I'm doing and care about what I'm doing. But it's like, you know, it's social media. You got to be social, you know. I've been following some folks that I give a shit about, and they know who I am, and they recognize me, and that's awesome. You know, it'd be cool to meet these people. They look up to me, or they tell me that they do, and they tell me that they remember me from True Life, you know, years ago. And that's like, that motivates me. Like, all right, dude, you're still in the game, dude. You're still in the game, and that's complete honesty, you know. So it inspires me to do more of it, because that's really what I want to do. It's creating content. I was documenting this stuff, you know, 2001. When I saw television and media as being my passion, and I made me happy. So I put a lot of time and effort into it, and quit jobs, and fought with my parents, and, you know, ended up on MTV, which is cool, but I kind of stopped there, right? And I thought that was like the lottery ticket. Like, that was just gonna be my ticket. Doesn't work that way, and I know that, but for some reason I kind of just put media creation and that stuff kind of on the back burner, and I would get inspired, pick up the camera, do a little something, but it wouldn't go anywhere. You guys would never see it. It wouldn't be in social media. So lately I've been getting more involved in meeting cool people and interacting, and it would be cool to go out there and travel with them, or travel to them, and work out with them, interview them, podcast. And, you know, at the same time, I'm still promoting myself as an industry leader, and I'm still doing things that make me happy. And if you don't know, now you know, ninja.